911 tape at this time. It's still down at Central. We'll have to get that sent up to us.
Earlier you mentioned the FBI.
What motivated her suicide? What was in the notes at all?
Again, we're not releasing any of that information at this time.
Earlier you mentioned you're working with the Sheriff's Office as well as the FBI. What's the FBI's interest?
Well, the reason why first of all, we called in Pinellas County Forensics Unit to process the scene for us. The Pinellas County Medical Examiner's Office, who's charged with determining causation of death and also actually confirming the identity of the victim. The FBI was called and notified due to the ongoing cases that we knew that Ms. Palfrey had in Washington area.
What was Ms. Palfrey wearing when she died?
I do not have her clothing description.
Did Mom say she was despondent, depressed?
Well, Mom said that she had talked to her in the morning. They were both kind of tired, and the mother said, I'm going to go take a nap real quick, and that was pretty much the last she had talked to her. Obviously, you know, the mother's very distraught. You know, discovering your child, you know, in this state's not something anybody wants to go to, and we feel for the family as their victims in this case, just as in any other case where a suicide leaves behind a whole mess of victims, you know, that have to pick up the pieces and move on with their lives.
She had no indication that her daughter was...
No indication.
Captain Young, was anyone else in the home at the time?
No, there was not.
Did you say how long she's been there?
No, we don't have the exact time yet.
Can you talk about what, is that a washroom or what else is in that?
Basically, that's just a storage shed off to the side in the back part of the carport.
Washing machines in there?
I do not know if there's washing machines in there. I did not go inside the residence at all.
Just to clarify, did you say that her mother didn't have any indication that she was depressed or despondent?
To the point of committing suicide? No, that I don't have any information that would lead to that.
Captain, have the police ever been out to this home before?
I did not check that, but I'm not aware of any times that we were out here. But I would have to check to confirm that.
You know, she has another daughter. Do you know which is that older? Was she the oldest?
I do not have that information.
Captain, is this the three-wheel bike to which you're referring?
The three-wheeler, correct, yes.
So it was normally in the shed, but it was not when she came out?
Correct.
What else was in the shed?
I don't have all the details of what was inside the shed. I did not go inside.
Captain, we noticed on the front door it says Frank and Blanche. Do you know Frank is deceased?
Frank is deceased.
And the rope that was used?
What's that, sir?
The rope? What kind of rope?
Nylon rope.
Like a clothesline?
Again, all I was told was a nylon rope.
Yes. Do you know how long the Palfreys have been living here?
I do not have that information. I do not have that.
Where did they take her body?
The Pinellas County Medical Examiner's Office.
What did her mother do after she found her? Did she try to...
She immediately called 911. She's 76 years old. Getting her daughter down would have been almost impossible for her.
Was there any evidence of drug or alcohol use leading up to the hanging?
Nothing that we could see at this point. However, there will be a toxicology screen done through to the medical examiner's office, and they will come in with a determination and causation of death.
Other than the notes, the body, and the rope, what else did you guys secure?
Well, there's other items inside the residence that they'll be looking at and so forth, just to determine what was her state of mind and things of that. So the detectives were in the house, obviously, for a few hours, scouring the house for any evidence that would help support why she might have wanted to take her life.
Find a diary or anything?
That I'm not aware of.
No little black book or anything?
I'm not aware of any of that.
We noticed that there was another gentleman that was in the home.
That was a resident of the neighborhood here that just came over. He's a friend of the mother's, and she called him right away after she called 911. And he came over and was just there merely for moral support.
And he was here when the police arrived?
Correct.
How is she doing?
Obviously, she's very distraught and despondent.
Do you know where exactly the notes were found in the bedroom?
I don't have the particulars on where they were inside the residence.
They were in the residence, though, not the shed?
They were inside the residence, not inside the shed, correct.
You said there was at least one?
More than one, yes.
There was more than
at
one?
at least two.
You mentioned something in a book?
Yes.
Some type of notebooks that had just notes to her, to family and so forth.
Were they written today, or?
That I'm not aware when they were written.
Were all the notes in the notebook, or were there more scattered around?
That I don't have.
Thank you
All right.
very much.
All right.
We must leave, eh?
Now we must leave. Sorry.
Say your name again?
Captain Jeffrey Young, Y-O-U-N-G.
J-E-F-F.
Anybody else in the hours or days leading up to death that you might...
Captain Jeffrey Young leading this news conference just outside of that mobile home community and that mobile home park where a 76-year-old mother today found her daughter hanging after committing suicide today. It's Deborah+Jeane+Palfrey that we're talking about, the so-called dc+madam that was found. There she is on the left-hand side of your television screen, her mother on her right, standing by her as she was facing an important court case in Washington, D.C. She was convicted in April on the 15th by that federal grand jury. Excuse me, not grand jury, federal jury, of running a prostitution service catering to members of Washington's elite. Today, her mother, again a 76-year-old, said, "I'm going to go take a nap." And when she woke up, she found her daughter had in fact committed suicide by hanging herself in a storage shed not far from her mobile home in that community in Tarpon+Springs, just outside of Tampa.
Yeah, police said they found her mom, sadly found her, went to take a nap, woke up and discovered her daughter was missing. She couldn't find her, went outside and saw that her daughter had hanged herself with a nylon rope. They said they found one or more, possibly 2 suicide notes, also other notes in a notebook handwritten to family members. 76-year-old Blanche is the mom that you saw in that video there, accompanying her during her ordeal when she was being tried for running this illegal prostitution ring.
So many people will be curious about finding out about the note. She was in the process of writing a book as well.
Yeah. All right. Details to come. Obviously, we'll be following this throughout the evening on CNN in prime time as well. Last night on prime time, if you didn't see it, we're going to give you the chance to see it now, is a ticket